Hello dear students, in this lecture we will discuss about the methods for preparation of alcohol. So actually there are so many methods for the preparation of alcohol from alkene, from carbonyl compound like aldehyde and ketones. Okay, so one by one we will discuss about these methods, mechanism of these methods and stereochemistry of the methods if it is here, okay, in the mechanism of the reaction. So the learning objective of this lecture to understand the mechanism of hydroboration, hydration, hydroformylation of the alkene and acid reaction of the uh, alkyl halide. Okay, actually by the nucleophilic substitution reaction of alkyl halide, we can also produce alcohol, right? And by hydroboration, hydration, and hydroformylation reaction of alkene, we can produce alcohol as a product. And also we can use the Grignard reagent. And when this Grignard reagent reacted with the aldehyde and ketones, then it also produces the primary and secondary alcohol as a product respectively. Okay. So now we will discuss about these reaction in the detail. The learning outcomes of this class, that student will be able to identify the mechanism of the various reactions to prepare alcohol. Okay, then how? And once the student attend this lecture, then they will be able to identify the mechanism, or we can say to prepare the alcohol from the various type of the compound like alkyl halide, alkenes, ketones, aldehyde, etc., and from Grignard reagent also. And uses of these alkanes and carbonyl compound for preparation of alcohol, right? We can prepare these things, the alcohol by the alkene and carbonyl compounds. Okay. So in the preparation of alcohols, the first reaction is hydration of the alkene. So this is the simple alkene, and alcohol can be prepared by hydration of alkene, and reaction follows Markovnikov rule. So actually the hydration means the addition of the water molecule to the doubly bonded carbon here of the alkene, which follows the Markovnikov rule. And this reaction is carried out in presence of H2SO4. This acts as here acid catalyst. This acid H2SO4 is act as here catalyst. Okay. So this reaction is also called as acid catalyzed hydration of the alkene. And by this reaction we can prepare alcohol. So in this reaction we can easily see here that the OH group means this water is break down into the H plus ion and OH minus ion. This OH minus ion actually the added and at this carbon, while the hydrogen is added at this carbon. And if we the count the number of hydrogen on these carbons, then here on this carbon there is no hydrogen, while on this carbon atom one hydrogen is present. Okay. So according to Markovnikov rule, the hydrogen of the water is added to the doubly bonded carbon which have more hydrogen, which have more hydrogen already. So this carbon has more hydrogen than this carbon. That's this hydrogen is plus ion attached to this CH. Okay. So there is the attachment of this hydrogen at the CH, and while the OH minus at this carbon, and this compound formed is actually the is of the category of alcohol. This is the alcohol. If we nomenclate IPS according to IPSC of this compound, then the name of this compound would be 1,2 hydroxy 2 hydroxy 2 methyl 2 hydroxy 2 methyl butanol. Or you can say actually the here hydroxy group is actually the functional group. So and the CH3 is substituent. So 2 methyl butanol would be the correct name of this compound. Okay, 2 methyl 2 butanol or 2 methyl butanol. We can also say this. Now the mechanism of this reaction, and the mechanism of this reaction actually the contains three steps. The step one is the protonation to form carbocation. So in the first step, there is actually the protonation of this carbon. Actually, this is this alkane CH3 CH double bond CH2. This is actually the propene. So on this propene, the attachment of this proton means addition of this proton at the this double bond actually first, and this form actually here with this alkane uh, pi complex. Yeah, pi complex this forms. But when this bond is cleaved and its electron density shifted towards this carbon terminal carbon, then negative charge generated on this carbon, and the negative charge carbon will attract to this H plus ion and form the bond with this hydrogen. So there is attachment of this hydrogen having the proton. Okay, and since the said electron density shifted on this carbon, or you can say on this H plus ion, so here at this carbon electron deficiency will create. Okay, means positive charge will be there, and the positively charged carbon is called actually the carbocation, right? And since this carbocation is more stable because this is secondary carbocation and that is more stable than the primary carbocation. That's the reason why this hydrogen is attached with this terminal carbon and positive charge created here. But if you talk about it's just reverse, I mean it's the opposite reaction that this hydrogen is attached with this carbon, then positive charge will generate at this carbon, and this carbon is actually the primary carbon. So, so the carbocation formed will be the primary carbocation which is less stable. That's the reason why reaction does not follow that pathway, and it follows this pathway where the more stable carbocation is formed. The secondary carbocation is formed, okay, by the protonation. And in the further step, step number 2, addition of H2O to form a protonated alcohol is there. With this carbocation, water molecule will attack on this carbocationic center because oxygen contains lone pair electron, and this lone pair electron containing this water actually act as nucleophile. So this nucleophile will attack at this carbon and this form this compound, where the positive charge is actually the shifted on the oxygen. Why this is so? Because oxygen of the water molecule given the its both the electron to form the bond with carbocationic carbon, right? So electron density is decreased here and positive charge will generate. So in the step number third, loss of a proton deprotonated to form alcohol. So now in this step, there is removal of the proton or the hydrogen in presence so in the form of proton. Okay, so this electron density bonds OH bond electron density shifted towards oxygen, and its electron deficiency removed, and electron deficiency created on this hydrogen atom, and this is removed in the form of H plus ion that is called proton. Okay, and there is formation of CH3 CH3 OH means 2-propanol. 2-propanol as a product is formed here by the reaction of this water with propene in presence of acid catalyst. We can prepare the 2-propanol. There is also the chance of formation of primary alcohol, I mean the 1-propanol, but very less chance of the formation of 1-propanol is there. Okay, this is actually called the selectivity of the reaction, and the selectivity of the reaction actually the we can say that this is the reduced selectivity, and the reduced selectivity is based on the actually the formation of intermediate species, and the intermediate species formed will be should be this should be actually the more stable. This should be more stable. Okay, so reaction always follows such a path where the intermediate species formed is more stable. Okay, if there is more than one pathway to carry out the reaction, that direction follows such pathway in which more stable carbocation is formed. Okay, so this is the reaction of hydration of alkene to form the alcohol. This is only the one example, but by using the different type of the alkene, different alkenes, you can synthesize the various type of the alcohols. Okay. Now the reaction number two, hydrolysis of the halides. So by reaction of the alkyl halide with base KOH, there is actually the substitution of halogen atom by the hydroxy group, halide group by the hydroxy group, and formation of the alcohol plus KX with salt. Okay. So alkyl halide when boiled with an aqueous solution of an alkali hydroxide gives alcohol through nucleophilic substitution mechanism. This reaction is actually the type of nucleophilic substitution reaction, okay, where this halide group is substituted by this hydroxide nucleophile, okay, to form the alcohol. This general procedure produces primary, secondary alcohol. Glycerol can be synthesized from propylene by a series of reactions, including the hydrolysis of a halide as one step in this process. So this is actually the nucleophilic substitution reaction may occur by the SN2 mechanism or by the SN1 mechanism. So reaction would be SN1 either or SN2 will depend upon the structure of the alkyl halide. Either it is primary alkyl halide, secondary alkyl halide, or tertiary alkyl halide. If this is tertiary alkyl halide, then reaction will follow the SN1 mechanism. While if this is the primary alkyl halide, then reaction will follow the SN2 mechanism. This is because of actually the stability factors for transition state and the intermediate carbocation formed during the reaction. Here, this is the SN2 mechanism by molecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. Here, this nucleophile hydroxide group, this acts as nucleophile. This attack at this carbon of this alkyl halide where the halogen is chlorine. So this is called alkyl chloride. And here, alkyl groups are not specified. But if these alkyl groups are actually the hydrogen, these are groups are the hydrogen. All are the here if hydrogen, the reaction followed SN2 mechanism because when nucleophile attract towards this positively charged carbon, actually interaction depends upon the polarity, depends upon the the polarity induced interactions between the opposite pole or the ions. Okay. So hydroxy group contain actually the negative charge and the carbon of this alkyl halide actually having partial positive charge. And partially positive charge species will attract this hydroxide group due to this, due to the electrostatic attractions between these two opposite poles. And when the hydroxide group comes nearer to the carbon, then this chloride, go ahead of this or the away from this carbon. So one state is formed here where hydroxide group is forming bond with the carbon and chloride group is the leaving from the position, means there is breaking of the bond between chloride and the carbon. Okay, so here various species are in the contact. Okay, or we can say in the interactions. So for stability of this state, for stability of this state, these R groups should be the small. Means this would be hydrogens. If these are hydrogens, so there is less steric crowding will be there. If all the R groups are hydrogen, then very less steric crowding would be there. And if steric crowding, steric hindrance is less, then the compound would be more stable. Means this transition would be more stable. And if this is more stable, then this would be formed in the reaction. And by the further reaction, converted into the product. So here there is complete if the bond between chloride and carbon is completely break down. Then chloride is, the release by getting the electrons of this bond in the form of Cl minus. And this hydroxyl group is completely bonded with this carbon, and this form the alcohol. Okay, R3COH. This is a kind of alcohol. If we talk about the R group, the orientation of the R group here, this bond means this bond is full bond in front. This is full bond, and that is actually in front, or we can say towards viewer. And this dotted line is actually this R group, which is connected by the dotted line here. Means this is, the behind the molecule, or we can say away from the viewer. And full bond in plane. This bond is in plane of the molecule. Okay, so by the reaction of nucleophile with the alkyl halide, hydroxide means with the alkyl halide form alcohol. Okay, and here our groups are actually the hydrogens. Now the hydrolysis of the alkyl halide may occur in the tertiary alkyl halides. This is the example of tertiary butyl bromide. And if we, the proceed the reaction with tertiary alkyl halide, then reaction followed SN1 mechanism. Why this is so? So this is because of actually the formation of intermediate carbocation, which is more stable. More stable carbocation. So when the this carbon bromine bond, which is polar bond, so not polar, not more too much polar. This bond actually, when heterolytic cleavage of this bond is there, then by the heterolytic cleavage of this bond, this electron density taken by the bromine, and this is removed in the form of Br minus. This is Br minus. Okay, and positive charge, completely positive charge shifted on this carbon. This is the positive charge carbon. This is called carbocation. And this carbocation, when further react with the hydroxide group, means hydroxide group, the attack on this carbocation, then there is formation of this alcohol, CH3CCS3OH. Okay, and we can also draw this structure in this way. This is the same. Okay, so in the heterolytic cleavage of alkyl, actually there is formation of carbocation intermediate, while in case of homolytic cleavage there is formation of actually the carbon free radical. Okay, but in the SN1 and SN2 mechanism there is formation of actually the carbocation intermediate in the SN1 mechanism, while in the SN2 transition state is formed. Now the next reaction is hydroformylation of alkene. So this reaction actually, the in this reaction lower molecular weight containing olefin react with the carbon monoxide CO and the hydrogen in the presence of a catalyst which contain actually the cobalt as a metal. Means we use actually here the cobalt complex, okay, organometallic complex of the cobalt in this reaction, and this reaction called actually the hydroformylation or the Hoxo reaction. Actually there is the attachment of the CHO group in this reaction. In the hydroformylation reaction there is attachment of the CHO group, okay, means formyl group. And also the addition of actually the hydrogen here. So this is oral process is called hydroformylation, means attachment of the hydrogen and hydrogen molecule and formylation, formal group to the alkene, combinedly called as hydroformylation. So the resulting aldehyde is subsequently hydrogenated to form an alcohol, This is alkene. This is symmetric alkene. Here, all the groups attached with the both double bonded carbons are same. So when they react with carbon monoxide and hydrogen in presence of cobalt complex, then there is formation of aldehyde. CH one hydrogen is attached here, and one hydrogen atom is attached here. This CO group is attached with the carbon. Okay. When this CO group attached with this carbon, then this bond will break. Double bond will break, and electron density shifted towards this carbon. And here hydrogen is attached here. Okay. So by the reaction of alkene with the carbon monoxide and hydrogen, there is formation of aldehyde. Okay. And further, by hydrogenation of this aldehyde, I mean the reduction of the aldehyde produces the alcohol as a product. So there is actually the reaction in this process. Actually, there are two subsequent reactions. Okay, hydroformylation and hydrogenation of the alkene. Okay, so this is the complete mechanism of hydroformylation. Here this is the cobalt complex. Here the cobalt metal as the center, and the CO carbon monoxide groups are present. Three carbon monoxide groups are present here. One hydrogen is present, and this is PR the trialkyl phosphorus. This group is present. So when this compound react with the alkene, then there is attachment of the alkene by the pi bond. With this pi bond, there is also the pi complex with this cobalt metal, and removal of one carbonyl group, CO group. Okay. So by the removal of carbonyl group, and there is addition of one alkene molecule, and further this carbon monoxide added on this center and this alkene. This alkene actually there is insertion of the hydrogen. Insertion of this hydrogen with this alkene chain, and attachment of this oral alkene molecule with this cobalt metal with the terminal carbon by the terminal carbon. This is the point of attachment with the cobalt metal. So here this bond is back down, pi bond is back down, and its electron density shifted towards cobalt, and positive charge generated here on this carbon. This hydrogen is shifted by the taking of the bond of this taking of the electron of this bond in the form of H minus, means hydride, and this compound will be formed because by the addition of the hydrogen and other group, uh, alkene is converted into the alkane. Okay. And further, one carbon monoxide or the carbonyl group attached to this center, not this center actually, there is inward insertion of this carbon monoxide or the carbonyl group in this alkyl chain. And this carbon monoxide inserted between the cobalt metal and this carbon. Here, I converted into the carbonyl chain. And further, in the further step, there is removal of one carbon monoxide and addition of one hydrogen molecule to this molecule. Okay. So, and formation of this compound. And when this group is removed from this position, cobalt, then this group is leave this position by also by taking with the hydrogen. in the form of aldehyde. So one hydrogen is also shifted on this carbon actually, okay? So this aldehyde molecule is formed in the first step, hydroformylation, and in the second step, this aldehyde further react with the hydrogen, not directly with the hydrogen. Actually, this react with this complex, and one more hydrogen, add shifted to this carbon, this carbon of this carbonyl group, and this oxygen is attached with this cobalt directly. Okay. Further, there is removal of one carbonyl group and addition of hydrogen, and one hydrogen is shifted here. Okay. By taking the said electron density, it is shifted in the form of H minus hydride to this carbon, and this electron density is shifted on the cobalt. And this, results the formation of alcohol, R-COH. Okay, here this all the ring, this whole ring, so whole chain is actually denoted by RDS group, okay, or the alkyl group. So this cycle is actually the hydrogenation, and this cycle is actually the hydroformylation. And by the process, there is formation of alcohol. Now the hydroboration of alkene. So alkene when treated with diborane, this gives alkyl borane R3B, and alkyl boranes on oxidation with alkaline hydrogen peroxide gives alcohol. Just a 1 minute. Some technical mistake is there. Okay. So now when an alkene, 6 molecules of an alkene, ethene, react with diborane, BS3 whole twice. BS3 is called the borane, and whole twice is called the diborane. Then there is formation of 2 molecules of triethyl borane. 2 molecules of triethyl borane, CH3, CH2, whole thrice B. And further, in the next step, this is followed by actually the alkaline hydrolysis of this bond, alkyl boron bond, and there is formation of 6 molecules of ethanol, 6 molecules of alcohol. This is the next example with the propene. There is formation of one propanol. So actually, there is two possibility of addition of the hydroxide group, OH group, to this CH2 carbon, and this also CH carbon. It is the two possibility, but the reaction proceed, according to the anti-Markovnikov rule. And according to anti-Markovnikov rule, the hydrogen here, hydrogen is attached with the carbon where hydrogen is hydrogens are present in the less number. So the coming hydrogen of this BS3 unit attached with this carbon, CH carbon, and the BH2 unit attached with this CH2 carbon, and finally replacement of the BH2 unit or the B boron by the hydroxy group would be there, and formation of one propanol. If this reaction this reaction followed, if this reaction follows Markovnikov rule, then the product would be formed as 2-propanol. But since the mechanism is according to anti-Markovnikov addition of the water to alkene, so one propanol is formed here, and this is the mechanism. Diborane B2S6 when react with this decomposed, then this formed 2 molecule of BH3 means borane, and this borane further react with the propane, not propane, propene, sorry, propene, You can correct this PROPENE. Okay. So propene when react with boron, then there is actually the this is the boron. This can we can this in this simple way this can be written as HBH2. So this hydrogen in presence of THF tetrahydrofuran ether, this reaction is carried out, and the hydrogen attached with this carbon. Okay, this carbon. So by taking the bond's electron, this hydrogen is stayed at this carbon, and this bond is broken, and after the broken of this bond, the electron density shifted towards this carbon, and this negative charge, this carbon, attached to this boron, electron deficient boron. Okay, so there is formation of this compound CH3CH CH2BS2. So when one molecule of alkene react with the boron, then there is actually the the shifting of one hydrogen from the boron to this carbon, and this terminal carbon attached with this boron atom of this boron. So same like this step, when the second molecule react with this BH2, then one hydrogen of this BH2 shifted at this carbon, and this carbon connect with this boron. Okay, so one hydrogen will be less here, and one alkyl group will be attached. One more alkyl group will be attached. And in the third process, one more alkene will react with this, and there is the shifting of hydrogen and hydrogen, exchange of the hydrogen and carbon here. In shifting of hydrogen to this carbon, and this is here is also only CH, not the CH2. So hydrogen attached with this carbon of CH group, and CH2 group attached with this boron. So there is formation of actually CH3, CH2, CH2 whole thrice boron. There is also boron atom. Okay. So this formed trialkyl boron CH3, CH2, CH2. This is propyl group tripropyl boron. Further react with the three molecule of H2O2 hydrogen peroxide, and this form in presence of hydroxide group means base. This hydrogen peroxide react with this alkyl boron, and this produces alcohol, three molecule of alcohol. Means here all the three bonds of alkyl groups with the boron hydrolyzed and form the alcohol molecule. Means here the hydroxy group attached with this CH2 group of this alkyl chain. Okay, and one hydroxy group is attached with this boron. Okay, there are two hydroxy groups OH. So there is formation of three molecule of alcohol and one molecule of H3VO3. This is boric acid. And the next reaction is next and last reaction to form the alcohol is Grignard reagent. So by using the Grignard reagent, we can also synthesize alcohol. We can synthesize all three types of the alcohol by using Grignard reagent. We can synthesize primary alcohol, secondary alcohol, tertiary alcohol by using Grignard reagent. By interacting with this Grignard reagent with the different or the suitable carbonyl compounds. If you want to produce, suppose this is the here, when this Grignard reagent react with the formaldehyde, this leads to formation of primary alcohol. That with the aldehyde, other than the formaldehyde, yield secondary alcohol. While with the ketones, the Grignard reagent gives tertiary alcohol. Tertiary alcohol. So here, this is the Grignard reagent RMGX. This is discovered by the Grignard. And Grignard actually got the Nobel Prize for the invention of this molecule, this compound, Grignard reagent. And the Grignard reagent RMGX By the nucleophilic addition on this carbonyl group, this R group attached with this means attack at this carbon and MgX attach with this oxygen. Okay, there is breaking of this bond, heterolytic clears of this bond, and select side electron density shifted towards oxygen. Carbon get positively charged and oxygen get negatively charged. Okay, and with the positively charged carbon, this RMGX, this R minus. Actually, there is electrolytic clears of this bond also, and its electron density shifted towards R group means R group get negatively charged and negatively charged R group attached. I mean, this will attack at this positively charged carbon, and the positively charged magnesium halide will attack at this negatively charged oxygen, and this form the compound carbon alkyl group, alkyl group, and R1 and R2 groups are actually the already exist here. R group is from the RMGX, and MGX is also here. This is called the the nucleophilic addition of the RMGX or the Grignard reagent with the carbonyl compound. And this reaction was for the system was followed by the hydrolysis of the this intermediate compound in presence of acid. So in presence of acid, this group is hydrolyzed and not actually this carbon oxygen bond. There is hydrolysis of the MgO bond, means bond between magnesium and oxygen. And when we hydrolyze this compound, then actually the side electron density will be shifted towards oxygen. Oxygen get negatively charged and H plus ion of the water will attack to this negatively charged oxygen. And hydroxide group means negatively charged hydroxy group. I mean hydroxide group OH minus means will attack at this magnesium ion, and this form MgOHX. If we see the structure of this compound here, this is the alcohol. If all the alkyl groups are here, all the R groups are here, the alkyl groups rather than the hydrogen, then this compound will be called as alcohol, not a simple alcohol. That is, the category of alcohol that is called tertiary alcohol. But if we take here, both the R groups are here, hydrogen, if hydrogens, then the compound formed will be primary alcohol because there would be only one alkyl group. And these groups R1, R2 groups are actually the hydrogens. So this compound would be primary alcohol. But if we take here one group is alkyl group and one second is hydrogen, means this would be the example of aldehyde rather except the formaldehyde. So if we take here aldehyde as a reacting molecule, then secondary alcohol will be produced here. And if we take ketone, means both the groups are actually here alkyl groups, then the compound formed would be tertiary alcohol. Okay. Now these are the reference books, PDF link. You just click, copy this link, and the paste on the Google. You will get the PDF of these books, Clayton and Jerry March. These are standard books and sold worldwide. So now the next session is MCQs, multi-choice questions session. And the first question is in SN1 reaction, red depends upon the concentration of. So in the SN1 reaction, red depends upon the actually the concentration of substrate molecule, not on the nucleophile substrate molecule. It is dependent. Which intermediate species is formed in SN1 reaction? So carbocation is formed in SN1 reaction. We have already discussed about it. Which category of alcohol can be found by hydrolysis of alkyl halide? So yeah, in the previous slides, we have discussed about this thing that by the hydrolysis of alkyl halide, we can produce alcohol. We can produce alcohol. Primary alcohol we can also produce. Secondary alcohol we produce. Tertiary alcohol we produce. So all the options are correct here. Okay, actually, okay. And which statement is correct about SN1 mechanism? So new bond formed between nucleophile and substrate is earlier than the breaking of the old bond. This is incorrect. The new bond formation between nucleophile and substrate is later than the breaking of old bond in substrate. This is correct. Because in SN1 reaction, first bond is cleaved between the leaving group and the substrate carbon. After the breaking of this bond, formation of the carbocation is there, and after the formation of carbocation, nucleophile will attack on the substrate molecule. So the option B is correct option. And question number 4, alkyl lead when boiled with an aqueous solution of an alkali hydroxide, this gives alcohol through the nucleophilic substitution reaction. Nucleophilic substitution reaction, so correct option would be A. And the question number 6, lower molecular weight olefin react with carbon monoxide and hydrogen in the presence of catalyst in a reaction called or the oxo reaction. So in which reaction lower molecular weight containing olefin react with the carbon monoxide and hydrogen? In which reaction? So in the actually the hydroformylation reaction, correct option would be B. And alkene when treated with diboran gives alkyl boran R3B. Alkyl boran on oxidation with alkyl ion hydrogen peroxide gives. So this gives actually the alcohol. We have discussed this reaction already. And it is significant to note that hydroboration of alkene always lead to anti-Markovnikov addition of water to alkene. So this is actually in the blank anti-Markovnikov rule. It is followed. Question number 9. When SN1 reaction is separated in non-polar solvent, then rate of reaction is actually decreases because non-polar solvent decreases the reaction rate because it is decreases the the cleavage of carbon halogen bond. And if reacting molecule has R configuration, then what product will form in SN1 reaction? So actually the SN1 mechanism racing mixture is formed. We have already discussed about in the previous lectures which are based on nucleophilic substitution reactions. We have already discussed in the detail. Okay. So these are the multi-choice questions. Correct option would be C. Okay, racing mixture would be formed in SN1 mechanism. Because in the SNL mechanism, carbocation is formed as intermediate, and in the intermediate, if we talk about its hybridization, then its hybridization is actually sp2, and sp2 hybridized center is actually exist in planar form, trigonal planar form. Okay, and with the trigonal planar center, nucleophile can attack from both the side, from above the plane and either from the below the plane. Okay, so if it will attack from the above side, then the configuration of the product would be, opposite to that. If the nucleophile attack from the below side. Okay, so thank you. If still you have any queries, doubt, questions, then you can ask to me. I would be happy to answer you. Okay, so thank you. Thank you very much. Have a good day.